We continue to follow the latest on the charges actor Alec Baldwin is facing following the deadly shooting on the movie set of Rust in 2021 in New Mexico. The prosecutor in Santa Fe County announced last week that she will charge Alec Baldwin and the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Cinematographer Helena Hutchins was shot and killed that day when the gun that Baldwin was holding went off. Whether he pulled the trigger or not is in dispute. Director of the film was also injured, Joel Souza. Baldwin said he never pulled the trigger. The FBI investigators say the gun could not have gone off if he hadn't. Joining us now, criminal defense attorney and lead analyst Jonna Spilbor. Thank you for being with us this morning. All right, so the Actors Union says they are defending Baldwin. This is SAG-AFTRA saying an actor's job is not to be a firearms or weapons expert. What do you make of this?
Well, I have to agree. I think what the overarching message from SAG-AFTRA is, look, we have different roles on a movie set. Not everybody is going to be an expert in everything, which is why there were experts hired on this set and probably every set where you have a firearms or a shoot 'em up scene or what have you, that it is their job, not the actor's job, to make sure that the firearms are safe. When you look at the chain of events in this case, Marni, I think it's clear that the least culpable person from a criminal standpoint is Alec Baldwin. Now, I know I've gotten a lot of flack online for saying that because, you know, if he didn't pull the trigger, he was the one holding the gun when it discharged. But I have to take it from the top and look at, where did the ammunition come from? Why don't we know how live ammunition got on a set at all? Then you go down to Gutierrez, whose job it is to check each and every round before putting in a gun. Then you look to the assistant director, who said to Alec Baldwin, this gun is cold. What does that mean? That means this gun is not capable of killing anybody unless you hit him over the head with it. Then it got to Alec Baldwin, yet Alec Baldwin is being charged for the death, the inexcusable death of Helena Hutchins. It doesn't belong in criminal court. It belongs where it began, in civil court.
So you think prosecutors are going to have a tough time with this one?
I think they will, and I think they should have a tough time. I mean, I know they want to send a message, but you can't just claim that because a firearm was used, that it must have been criminal activity afoot. If I can give you a really quick example where more people might be able to relate to this, because not everybody can relate to firearms. I happen to have a concealed carry permit. If you are driving to work and your brake light goes on your car, you take it to a mechanic, you drop it off, you pick it up, the mechanic says to you, your brakes are fine, I fixed them. You start tooling down the road, you go to stop at an intersection, you can't stop, you hit somebody, they die. Your car is a deadly weapon, but you did not know that your car was going to kill somebody because you took it to an expert who said your car is fine. Alec Baldwin relied on experts to say that this deadly weapon in this circumstance was fine. When it comes to criminal culpability, when it comes to intent, when it comes to mens rea, the prosecution is not going to be able to show that he had what it took to criminally prosecute him. Sure, he held the gun, but he had no way to know that it was capable of killing in that instant with those facts.
And the major other overarching question, and you brought this up, Jonna, is how a live round could have made it on that set in the first place. Is that a question that either side will attempt to answer?
I think the prosecution has come out and already said, we're not going to answer it. We're never going to get the answer, so we're not going to give you that answer. That, to me, is egregious, because if you want to send a message, if you want to change the world and make it a better place and never have this happen again, well, you better well know how it is that live ammunition gets on a movie set and when it's not supposed to be there. And if you don't investigate that, what is the point in trying to put Alec Baldwin or name any actor behind bars if you can't get to the real root of the problem, which is how the live ammunition got there in the first place. Don't just do this and tell us you're not going to let us know. To me, that's egregious. And another reason why the prosecution is really going to have a hard time getting a guilty verdict here.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.